Yoga is a key part of the Baladea lifestyle, helping to increase body strength while clearing your mind. Not much is needed for yoga, not even shoes. I recommend bare feet, staying hydrated, and a fitness wellness mat like the ones we use. Let's get started. Okay, so my friends Jenny, Shannon, and Abby will be joining us today. If you're new to yoga, you might want to follow along with Jenny. And if you're looking for a little bit of a challenge, Abby will be doing some advanced moves. Let's make this happen. Are you ready, ladies?
Ready.
Yep. Okay, so we're gonna look at a few of the key postures that we'll be using today. Let's start first with our feet together, arms at our sides. And I want you to think about drawing some energy from the ground into the feet. Really use your feet today. Send that energy up the lower legs to the knees, lifting up through your knees, up through your thighs, traveling all the way to the core so that you're lifting up, allowing a little bit of a tuck under of your pelvis. Reach your hands down towards the ground as your head reaches high towards the sky at all times. Posture is a workout by itself. I want you to make this strong, find your strength every time we come back to this posture. So from here, I want you to soften through your knees and let's just slowly roll down into a forward bend. This is a great place to use your yoga blocks if you have them. Soften through the knees, otherwise place the fingertips on the floor or even at your knees for a little bit of support. Slowly begin to lengthen out through your legs. They don't have to be perfectly straight, but long through the knees, and I want you to let your head drop. And just let your head reach down towards the ground as the tailbone reaches high towards the sky, letting the full upper body completely release down towards the ground, allowing that awesome stretch. And let's soften through the knees. I want you to take a big step back onto your leg. Keep the fingertips on the ground, let your chest come forward. It's really important that you take a look down and see where your front knee is. This knee needs to be over the ankle, maybe a little bit in front of it, but every single time you're in this posture, make sure you're here, A, to make a strong leg, but B, to support and protect those knees. Really extend through the back leg, making it very active. You're going to feel a stretch on the front of the hip. That's what we want. Let that chest reach forward, let the hips rotate out, and enjoy that stretch. So from here, I want you to push into your front leg, step forward, and then we're just gonna take a big step back on the other leg, same exact movement, always checking first that knee to make sure it's above your ankle. Use your feet, really activate those legs, reaching back through that back heel. The knee doesn't have to be locked, but it should be open and straight, and you want to be really powerful on that front leg because you're going to get some great toning on that front leg. And from here, let's definitely place our hands down onto the mat, slide your feet back together, and you're in the top of a push-up, also known as a plank. Whenever you come to this posture, I want you to think about lifting away from your mat, heels reaching back as the head reaches forward. So really imagine your spine is lengthening out. Draw inward through your core to keep that pelvis strong. This is a great core exercise. So from here, you're gonna separate your feet, send your hips up into the sky, bending in half. Now, a great downward dog position here will have your weight distributed between front and back, equally on the hands and the feet. Let your heels reach down towards the ground. Now, if your heels don't touch the mat, that's just fine. Most people don't. As you can see, mine are definitely not on the mat. But keep those knees open and forever let your energy drop down into those heels. Tail reaches for the sky. And there's about a 45-degree angle on the wrists pushing forward. Again, make this nice and active. This is going to be a good workout for the arms. Enjoy it, lengthen out, and breathe. Now let's soften the knees. Take them about as wide as your mat. Toes together and pointed behind you. And I want you to just shift back, bringing your forehead all the way down to the mat. This is called child's pose. And in child's pose, I really want you to use this to relax. Let the hips reach back. Let the arms reach forward. You can always come to this posture whenever you just want to take a break, whenever you want to relax, whenever you want to stretch your back. Come here and then join us again when you're ready. Okay? So from here, let's just sit up to an upright position, and we're just going to take our time standing up. And I want you to come to the front of your mat. And we're actually going to start our moving practice here. We're going to take all of these postures, put them together, add some other fun postures, and it's gonna be great. How you guys feeling?
Great.
Ready? Let's get started. Okay, so we're gonna start in that first position with our feet together, posture tall, head up, arms reaching down. This is perfect posture. It's a workout right here, okay? So we're gonna take a big, deep inhale, reaching the hands up over the head. Exhale, I want you to reach your chest out, coming into a forward bend, chin into your chest. Inhale, you're gonna soften your knees, look up, hands come to your thighs for support, really open your chest forward, activating the back, and back to a forward bend. Nice and long. Now I want you to scoop your arms out, returning to stand, big inhale. Exhale back to that starting position, and let's repeat exactly this one more time. And let's repeat that again, adding on. Inhale up, super tall and long. Stretch it out and enjoy it all the way into forward bend. Great. Inhale, look up, bend the knees, open that chest. Exhale, forward bend. Okay, moving on. Big step back on that right leg, just like we practiced, and we're gonna hold here for 3 breaths. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. Make it active. Your front leg is gonna get a good workout here. I want you to keep it strong. This is great thigh toning, strengthening, thinning, very active. Hold and breathe. And one more inhale. And exhale. We're gonna push into that front leg and step forward. Take a deep inhale up, circling back up. And relax back down to our mountain pose. And let's repeat exactly that on the other side. Big inhale up. Diving forward. Inhale, looking up. Forward bend. Big step back on that left leg. Hold for 3 breaths. One more breath. And let's push into that front leg, stepping back to forward bend. Inhale, scooping up, stretch yourself wide, make it big. And exhale back to that mountain pose, first position. And let's repeat, adding on. Big inhale up. Exhale, diving it out. Inhale, look up. Open and exhale, rounding forward bend. Okay, right leg, big step back, check that knee. Beautiful, we're gonna add on. Plant those hands under the shoulders, slide your foot back to that plank position that we reviewed. Hold for 1 second to get your posture. Adding on, we're gonna lower to the ground, keeping the elbows tight to the rib cage. Fully release to the ground. Roll your shoulders, slide your hands back about 4 inches, point your toes, and let's lift up into an opening posture. Your legs can come off the ground or not, it's up to you. Keep that upper body very strong, chest opening. Tuck one toe at a time, separate, and let's move back to downward facing dog. And hold for 3 breaths. Big inhale. 1, 2, and one more big inhale. And exhale. Soften, look between the hands. Let's take that left foot to a big step forward. Push into that foot, coming into forward bend. Inhale, scooping back up to the top. And exhale down. And we're gonna continue the same exact thing on the other side. Big inhale up, stretch tall. Exhale, dive open. Inhale, look up, activate the muscles of your back. Forward bend. Big step back on that left leg. Check your knee. Hands on the ground, step back to plank, very strong. Lower to the ground, elbows tight. Fully release, shoulders, hands, toes, and let's open it up very strongly. And let's tuck the toes, shifting back to downward facing dog on this side. And lengthen, tailbone reaches up, heels drop low. 2 more breaths. Big inhale. And last breath, inhale. Exhale. Soften, look between the hands, right foot, big step up. Push into that foot, let's step forward. Inhale, scooping up. And exhale out to mountain pose. Okay, and let's repeat. We're back to the top. We're gonna add on another movement. Inhale up, super tall. And exhale, dive it out. Inhale, look up, open that chest. Exhale into forward bend. Big step back on that right leg. Plant those hands, step back to that strong plank, be strong. Let's lower down to the ground fully. Release, shoulders, slide your hands, point your toes. Coming up very, very strong, lifting that chest. And tuck the toes, moving into downward facing dog. And let's soften. Step that left foot forward. We're gonna add on here. I want you to scoop forward, coming up into a high lunge, deep into the legs, tall on the posture, chest is open, stretch and enjoy it. Now turn and plant that back foot, opening the front hip. We're coming into what's called Warrior Two. I want you to sit deeply, trying to get that front leg parallel to the ground. We're holding for 3 breaths. Active arms, deep legs, knee extending forward, very strong. Sink a little deeper if you can. Find your strength. 1 more exhale. Turn the back foot. Let's rotate down into that lunge. Stepping back to plank. Strong. Lower to the ground. And release. Shoulders, hands, toes, and open it up very strong. Tuck the toes and let's go back to downward facing dog. And soften, look between the hands, step that left foot up. Push into that left foot, coming to front. Inhale, scooping up. And exhale. Let's do exactly that on the other side. Here we go, big inhale, make it your best. Exhale, release, dive. Inhale, opening up, open that chest. Big step back on that left. Step back into plank and lower down. And open. Push back to down dog. Right foot forward and scooping up. And soften the knees, take them wide onto the mat. We're gonna take a child's pose, toes together. Shift the weight back. Bring that forehead to the mat. Let me see how my girls are doing. That stretch feels amazing, doesn't it?
That feels so good.
Really reaching the hips back, reaching those hands forward, sinking deep into the hips. 1 more big deep breath. And exhale. And let's soften and just slowly roll up onto the top of the knees. And opening up, let's come back to that downward facing dog. Toes tucked under and extend back to downward facing dog. And soften the knees, look between the hands. Right foot takes a big step up. Push into that right foot, stepping forward. Great, inhale, coming up. And exhale to the top. Okay, we're moving on, adding yet another move. Exhale, dive it out and stretch. Inhale, really look up, use those back muscles. And exhale, forward bend. Big step back on your right foot. And back to plank, very strong. Lower to the ground. Shoulders, hands, toes. And opening up to up dog. And let's tuck those toes. Tuck back, downward facing dog. Soften, look between the hands. Left foot, big step up. Scooping forward into that high lunge. Plant that back foot, opening into your deep warrior two. Here's where we add on. Reach forward onto that front knee and extend out over that head for extended side angle. This is a great place for modifications if you want to work a little harder, a little easier. Straight line from ankle to fingertips. Big long breath. Exhale, push into the legs. Let's come back up to warrior two and bring it back down and around into that lunge, stepping back for your plank. Lowering to the ground. Fully release. And opening up very strong, opening that chest. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog. And let's soften, look between the hands. Left foot steps up. Push into that foot, coming forward. Inhale back up to the top and exhale it out. Let's repeat exactly that on the other side. Rise up halfway and lower down. Step back on that left foot, back to plank. And lower down. Coming into up dog. And let's take it back to down dog. Stepping forward. And back to warrior two. And big open. Right foot forward. And exhale it out. You feeling good?
Yeah. Yeah.
Big inhale up. And exhale, diving it out. Inhale, open up, really open that chest. And forward bend. Left foot, big step back. Strong plank. And let's lower to the ground. Shoulders, hands, toes. And opening up to up dog. And let's tuck those toes. Tuck back, downward facing dog. Look between the hands, left foot, big step up. From here, sweeping forward into front lunge. Opening out to that warrior two. Very strong. Reach forward, just slightly reach forward. Rotate onto that front leg, opposite arm extends. This is a great place to modify. If you'd like to be a little bit more challenged or stay a little higher in the stretch, we've got 3 breaths here. Long straight line from that ankle out through the fingertips. Big breath, active legs, use those legs. And exhale, let's return back up to that warrior two. And bring it back down and around into that lunge, stepping back for your plank. Lowering to the ground, fully release. And opening up very strong, opening that chest. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog. And let's soften, look between the hands. Left foot steps up. Push into that foot, coming forward. Inhale back up to the top. And exhale it out. And the other side. Back to plank. Lower down. Coming into up dog. And back to down dog. Stepping forward. And back to warrior two. Right foot forward. And exhale it out. And let's inhale up. And exhale, dive it out. Great. Inhale, looking up and open. Exhale, forward bend. Right foot, big step back. And left foot back to plank. Lowering to the ground, release. And let's open up. Tuck those toes into down dog. And look between the hands. Left foot steps up. Scooping forward into a high lunge. Plant that back foot open strongly. And let's lengthen out. Bring the arm to the leg, other arm up over the head. Lengthen and stretch from ankle out through the fingertips. We've got some good modifications here to make it a little more challenging, a little easier. Really open. Full breaths, strong legs. And let's bring it back to that warrior two, nice and low. And cartwheeling back down. And let's step back for that plank. Find your strength here. Lowering down. And open up strong. Tuck the toes, coming back for that downward facing dog. And soften, look between the hands. Left foot steps up. Step into that foot, coming into forward bend. And inhale, bringing it up. And exhale out to mountain. And let's continue. Same thing on the other side. Inhale it up. Exhale, really dive and enjoy it. Really open, and then really close. Left foot, big step back. Hands down, show me your best plank. And lowering. And to open it nice and strong, chest open. Tuck the toes, coming to down dog. And immediately looking between the hands, let's take that right foot up. Scooping up into that high lunge. Stay nice and low, plant the back foot, opening out to a strong warrior. And extend forward, arm to leg, and reach way up out of the waist, long from ankle to fingertip. 3 breaths, really breathing and opening. Deepen into those hips. Use that core, use those strong legs, find your inner strength. And let's pull back to that warrior two. Keep those hips down. Beautiful. And cartwheel back down into that plank, stepping back and lowering down. Open up, super strong upper body. Tuck the toes into downward facing dog. And look between the hands, right foot steps up. Push into that foot, come forward. Inhale, super tall. And exhale it out. And let's repeat. Taking a deep inhale up. And exhaling it out. Great. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, forward bend. And soften, take a big step back on the right leg. Perfect. Into plank. Lower strongly. And open. Down dog. Look between the hands, left foot up. Scooping forward, high lunge. And open out, warrior two. Extend forward, extended side angle. Back to warrior two. And down to lunge, step back to plank. Lower down. Open up. To down dog. Look between the hands, left foot. Step forward. Inhale, open up. And exhale it out. Same thing on the other side. Inhale it up. Open and close. Left foot. And back to plank. Lower. Open that chest. And down dog. Look between the hands, right foot up. Scoop strong up to that high lunge. And open out deeply to warrior two. And extending forward, arm to leg. Reaching way out of the waistline, make it active. Power back to warrior two. Down to lunge. And step back for that strong plank. Lower. Opening up. Downward dog. Look between the hands, right foot steps up. Push into that foot. Inhale up. And exhale it out. Great job. Let's take a water break. How you guys doing?
Oh, good. Yeah.
So it's important to hydrate. Plain water or hydration drink. Make sure that you're sipping throughout the workout. Awesome. And now we're gonna move on to some standing postures here to help you develop your sense of balance while also building strength. This is a great time to pull into a friend, so there's no reason to sweat solo. And let's get started. We're gonna place our feet together, really grounding through those feet. I want you to bring your attention to your left foot and slowly shift your weight to that left foot. Once you get comfortable with that, drawing in through the abs, we're just gonna lift up the opposite foot to stand in balance. Take a moment, use your arms as you need to, and I want you to find your balance. Once you settle in, bring the foot to the knee and push inward. If you're okay here and this is comfortable, you're gonna slide that foot up the leg, but you can keep the foot at the knee if that's good for you. Push your foot into your leg and your leg into your foot to create that traction, very strong grounding. We're gonna hold here for a strong balance posture. This is a great place to use your partner, your friend. If you're comfortable here, you can stay. If you'd like to move on for a greater challenge, we're gonna take those hands up, separating them out and sending your energy high up into the sky. Push the foot into the leg, draw up into the core. We're gonna hold here for some good strength and balance work, developing a sense of balance, strength through the foot and the ankle. And relax down. Nice job. Shake out the legs. How you doing, Jenny?
Great.
Good. Okay, we're gonna do the same exact thing on the other leg. So feet together, okay? Over to your right foot. Shift your balance to that right foot. And once you feel steady, just bring one foot up and hold. Your balance will settle in. Allow it. Once it does, bring the foot to the knee and you can stay here and work on your balance here. If you'd like to continue, just bring the foot higher onto the thigh and remember to push them together really strongly. Push them together. It's a great inner thigh workout. Hands come into position and you can stay here. If you'd like a little bit more challenge, inhale up, exhale it out and let your energy be tall. Lift up and out through that chest. So moving on to one of my favorite postures, and that's dancer. Place your weight onto your left foot, left arm up over your head. Tap yourself on the shoulder and open the palm away. Once you've got your balance on that leg, bring the instep of the foot to the hand, settle here for balance. Now you can stay here and work this posture, or if it's comfortable, you're gonna push your foot into your hand, allow a bow and arrow type motion, lift, kick, and slightly rotate forward. Hold here. If this is comfortable, you can just kick and take it a little bit deeper, working that balance on that standing leg. Lift your energy up to the sky, kick that foot back, breathe and hold using every muscle of the body. And let's release down and shake it out. Awesome. How was that, partners?
It was good.
And let's do the same exact thing on the other side. Bring your attention and body weight to that other leg. Opposite arm straight up. Give yourself a pat on the shoulder. Open the hand out. Once you find your balance, bring the instep to the hand. Settle here and breathe. Let your energy lift up to the sky. And once you find that balance, just breathe and exhale. Kick the foot into the hand with a slight rotation, letting that chest open. And now you can hold here and work that balance. If you want a little bit more of a challenge, just kick a little bit more. Opening out, really steadying your balance through your core. Open, lift, breathe. And release out. Shake out the legs. We're gonna move on to our next posture. Take a big step out to the side. And in general, you want your step larger than you think. Toes are mostly forward. From here, soften the knees. And let's just walk down, hands to the ground. And just lengthen out through the back of the legs. This is a great place to use your yoga blocks for a little bit of an assist. Lengthen through the knees, and as you get comfortable, just breathe and release into a slight forward bend. And from here, we're gonna walk our hands over to the left foot, bringing the right hand firmly onto the foot and hold for a great stretch. Really lengthen through the legs. You're gonna take your left hand up, back behind, use the strength of the core, and I want you to really open into a twist, using the hand to pull on that foot, really moving deeply into a twist coming from the core, lifting up through the sky. And release down, hands to the ground, and just slowly walk across center, coming to that other foot. And we'll do the same exact thing. Left hand onto that right foot, hold for a moment, and open that top hand up to the sky, looking up towards that hand. Use that bottom hand to pull in, really creating a spiral, lifting up, opening and contracting through the core. And let's release, coming back down through center. Soften your knees, and I want you to slowly roll up. And then we're just gonna turn to front and come down to child's pose. So we're gonna take our knees wide, toes together, just walk the forehead down, and just hold for a moment in child's pose. And then let's relax up. Okay, let's make our way into downward facing dog. We're gonna move into another posture here. So just a comfortable downward facing dog. You're gonna look between your hands, soften it, bring your left knee up towards the hands, right in between the hands, place that knee down, and just shift your weight back. Let's just pause here for a moment, allowing a big stretch through the hips. Let that hip relax. Now this can be quite intense. Just breathe and release into it. It shouldn't be painful. It should always release and relax and feel good. If this is comfortable, you can deepen a little bit, bringing that hip down, reaching that back leg back, and you can walk your hands forward, coming fully into the stretch. And let's slowly release, coming out of it. And we're just gonna place the hands firmly, step back to downward facing dog, very slow, creeping your way into it. Let the legs stretch for a moment. And then let's look between the hands and do the same exact thing on that other leg. Knee comes up, place it in between the hands, and then just slowly make your way back. Most people have one hip that's more flexible than the other. Don't be surprised if this leg feels a little different. Breathe into it, just relax into that stretch. It shouldn't be painful, maybe a little uncomfortable, but just work with it and relax. If this is comfortable, let that hip drop down. And then walk the hands forward. And slowly come up. place the hands firmly on the ground and let's just creep out of that, keeping our knees wide, toes together, and sitting back into child's pose. And relax, and let's just sit up. So then we're just gonna turn around and sit down, bringing the legs in front. This is another great opportunity if you're working with a partner. And let's just open the legs in the V. You don't have to open them very far. So many people want to open those legs wide, just enough that you begin to feel a little bit of a stretch through the inner thighs. And just take a deep inhale, opening the chest, and then exhale, allow yourself to walk forward until you feel a little bit of a stretch. Once you feel that stretch, just hold there. Doesn't matter what your flexibility looks like. Work within what feels right on your body, where you feel that stretch. If it's comfortable, then you can breathe and release into it slightly deeper. And gently walk yourself back out of the posture. And let's just slowly creep our legs in towards the front of the mat. With the knees bent and the hands on the back of the thigh, let's just slowly roll down onto our back and relax. So from here, we're gonna take the left foot to the right knee, letting that left hip open and relax out. Draw strongly through your core, bring the knee in towards the chest and use your hands underneath your thigh for a gentle stretch. Once again, it doesn't matter what your flexibility looks like. Bring that thigh towards your chest until you feel a stretch and then hold and breathe. As that stretch releases, you can pull a little closer towards the chest so that you're really customizing this, getting the stretch that's right for your hip. And let's release down and just uncross. Same thing on the other side. Right foot, left knee. Let that hip relax. Use the strength of your core to bring the thigh in towards the tummy. Hold when you feel that stretch. Use your breath to consciously release into the hip where you feel the stretch. And pull a little deeper. And release out. We're gonna stay right here, bringing the feet together, and then just let the knees naturally open, keeping the soles of the feet together, palms open up towards the sky at your sides. And let's just take a deep inhale, exhale and release. How you feeling, ladies? This is my favorite part. So let's just release through the shoulders, let the arms be heavy, allowing that awesome stretch through the inner thighs. And let's just slowly extend our legs out, fully lengthened out on the mat. And again, take one big inhale, fully exhale, and just completely release. Let your body drop heavy into the ground. Let your toes open out. Let your body fully melt, dropping all energy away into the ground. And we're just going to rest silently for about 5 minutes. Just relax. And let's just slowly start to bring our awareness back. Bring a little bit of movement back to the body. Let's make circles with the hands and the feet. Just awakening the body, bringing some movement back. And let's bend one knee with the foot on the floor. The same with the other. And just rest here for a moment. And slowly let's roll over onto our right side, letting the left hand come to the ground and just rest for a moment. And just use that hand to push yourself back up, slowly coming back around to a comfortable seated position. And let's just take a moment to notice how you feel now compared to how you felt before this workout. Take note of the things you did well, the things you enjoyed, and the things you'd like to improve upon in your next workout. Hopefully your mind is clear and you feel energized and refreshed. I know I do. How about you, ladies?
Great. Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you soon.